Hello and welcome to Geekatplay Studio Tutorials. In these tutorials, we're going to create this scenery with multiple clouds layers, with control them, creating with properly light distributions, and with the coloring so we can apply and add additional dimensions to our clouds. So you can use this preset for your different projects, just add some maybe characters, or can create some other sunset or sunrise based on this atmosphere. So we'll create, starting by assigning to our ground default material. Okay, next I'm taking my camera and I want to raise high up, so I will set 600 meters. On this case, we can kind of look on our clouds above in a layer. Next, we'll go ahead and open Atmosphere Editor. Okay, also you notice before we want to place sun up front of the camera so we can achieve nice coloring and also some of the God rays. So let's take and just for now we'll put it around this area. Okay, as well we'll go inside the lighting properties and let's set this on global radiosity and take and pop up going to the sun maybe around 94% around this area. And next what I want to do is also till we're in this tab, let's change our ambient light and we have it increase saturations from lightness, so we have a nice blue color. This will help us to add those depth to the clouds when we start modifying them. Right now I want to leave light intensity on a default. However, in the future we probably want to increase. We'll see how well the rays will come. Okay, next we'll skip for now clouds tab. We'll come back to this. Let's set some properties in our sky and fog. Right here what we're going to do, it is leave it 100, except we'll take sky mean and pop up higher to about 4.6 around this area. Okay, we'll decay, probably leave it about 100. We can also increase this number by typing in. So in this case, we'll have this nice reddish color high above. And as well, we'll pop up this to about maybe 5. Again, we can modify this, but you can see right now we have a nice, beautiful haze right in the middle and nice red colors as well. Okay, till we're in this tab, let's modify some haze color. So I'm going to set if it's saturated. Okay, and we also probably want to increase this about 60, but we want to drop in altitude lower. So we have a little bit better right here in the coloring. That's what we're going to do. Okay, with the fog, we probably just let's increase slightly. So we'll add density on the lower. On this case, we kind of will start hiding this horizontal line. We'll have it very nice smooth transitions in the colors in this case. With the glow intensity, this is kind of more experimental. Will be when we add clouds. We probably come back and see what else we can do with the glow intensity and how well it will modify for us. Okay, let's take a real perspective a little bit higher. So we'll have this nice beautiful greenish touch on top. Okay, now we'll go inside the cloud and let's add a few clouds. To achieve that depth kind of in cloud, we need to create several layers. So let's begin from lower basic and we'll select the dark cumulus clouds for this. I'll click OK right here. And we'll go ahead and drop that down maybe to 20 meters. So it will be go below. As well, the height, let's create a smaller layer. So maybe about 330. This is will have this bottom layer that will add details just above the ground. Okay, we'll pop up a bit more covering on them. Okay, and density, let's leave it about 89 maybe. Maybe pop up a little bit even higher. Okay, so we have a beautiful clouds you already can see pop up. And opacity here, if we're going higher on opacity, we have this the depth add. In some cases, when we want to glow them with properly, we want to have it higher opacity as possible. So we even set to the 100. Sharpness, you can increase a little bit. It will add kind of more hardness details. But if you want smoothness, we'll need move otherwise, because this is lower clouds. So for lower clouds, we want to add details higher. But again, if you want more puffiness, you remove details slightly down, so it will kind of help us. And I like put it altitude variation all the way high, so we have it this nice clouds going up and down, kind of inconsistent, and altitude. Okay, next let's go edit our clouds. We'll open for preview. We'll see all the settings. We'll probably want to leave same, just density modulations, just slightly take it down. Okay, let's go look on our lighting and effects. And right here, what I want to do, I want to change my ambient light to a little bit more bluish saturated. So you can see it will give us this already. You can preview the blue, nice ambient light right here, give it depth and color, play with our clouds at that point. Okay, let's go look one more density. So right here, 70, and yeah, this is settings about right, and maybe just pop up slightly scale. Okay, let's see how we're going. This point, maybe just let's put it to 0.5. Okay, we'll click OK. And if we preview right now, okay, let's click render. You can see we have this already one layer of the clouds with details. Again, those details you can reduce by taking and slide down and increase feathering, so you can have it smoother. But I want to add more textures, more characters to this, so it's the reason why I'm kind of applying to this. Okay, this is our first layer of our clouds. Okay, so let's add additional layers. We'll go and add another dark canvas layer to this. Okay, we'll leave it scale same. We'll take altitude and increase just slightly. So let's go about maybe 25 meters. So it will be just about, and this is kind of interesting because you start mixing those clouds with each other. So we want to have it more solid. Next layer will be a little bit less solid and also a little bit higher on this. So we'll take it and put maybe about 500. We'll take a cover, and how I say, because we have it one before, we want to reduce this way as well. We'll take density and put it down maybe about 72. And again, for the details, opacity maybe around 92. So we'll add all those details. Sharpness, let's leave it a little bit lower, and we'll take feathering, put it down, and pop up details. So with this layer, other ones kind of higher details. This is a less detailed layer, but it's mixing and a little bit higher, so it's add this feathering and extra depth to our image. Okay, but same, I will take altitude variation high, and we'll take ambient light probably around same place. So next, let's go ahead and edit our settings. We go to ambient light, and same way we just set a little bit darker color. So we have a blue darker color. We apply nicely right here with the coloring. So you start playing between red and blue, kind of greenish colors. So we can add extra kind of character to these layers. Okay. Next, we can add some layer of the clouds that let us just overall details. And actually for this, we don't need to use it spectral cloud. We'll just go to strata and just using turbulent stratas. We'll leave it same resolution 10. Only one thing I want to do here, it's take it and reduce density down to maybe about 5 or 6% only. So we can modify around to see. But if you notice with this touch, it's given us kind of nice overlay. So right here we have our few layers already set up. Okay, let's go ahead. Next we'll go and add additional clouds. We'll go again with the dark canvas clouds for this. Okay, let's go edit this. It will go right here. Let's decreasing probably around this area, and we'll take Y about same and decrease slightly. Okay, also altitude offset just a little bit. Okay, next what I want to do is the same. We'll go inside the ambient light, and same what we did before. We probably set about same darkish blue. Okay, rest we'll just leave it as default, and maybe increase scale to 35. Let's click OK. Okay, and now let's work on altitude. By default, we leave here. We take a height and maybe make it smaller a little bit. Cover about right, 50, 60 around this area. As well, we take density and maybe decrease our density and take opacity and pop up all the way to 100. Okay, we'll leave it sharpness, feathers, and we'll take details and increasing. So overall, I'm kind of start working with the details right here when it's okay. Altitude variation again will pop up higher, and same as here. Okay, one thing is nice when you start working in clouds with Vue, you can actually look on your pictures image where is located and kind of readjust clouds so they will set the layers in the best position you like it. Okay, here we go. So for example, I want these clouds covering a little bit above, so I move them right this area. We can take these clouds and as well readjust, rotate them, place them around here. Okay, let's preview. Okay, you can see we have very interesting lights. So let's do next we'll go again into atmosphere editor and we'll enable God rays. With God rays enabled, you can see we start having a little bit higher contrast on our clouds. Okay, and we can go just slightly modify now settings. So let's increase haze, see. And this is where kind of tweaking coming, so you start playing more with the lights and adjustments. So go this way. Let's increase glowing in the clouds so we distribute light properly. Okay. Eventually we want to increase quality boost so we have it better. And you know what? Let's take our sun position and just readjust slightly. So maybe take and just drop a little bit lower. So you notice right here we start having more red because the lower we're going, the better it's kind of. Also, let's reduce size of the sun as well. So our point will be about right here. Okay, let's go look on the light tab again, and okay, we have it global. We can go ahead and increase slightly, make brighter, And sometimes when you create brighter kind of effect, it will add a little bit more god rays visible to this. Okay, we'll look on this. Maybe, you know what, let's just move it slightly so we have it smallest reddish, a little bit more applied to this. Okay, we'll leave it again and everything as well as default. Couple things you can go ahead and reduce if you want sky dome color. It will apply a little bit more on lower level, but we'll leave as default for now. Okay, let's go ahead, run one more time over the cloud, see if we want to twinkle a little bit more with our settings. Like for example, if you want take a lower level, slightly decrease details and maybe increase feathering, so a little bit less juggling again this way. Okay, we can adjust. Okay, a little bit. Our altitude is set. Okay, maybe pop up height just a little bit higher. Okay, so let's go look on our arc, and at this point you can go ahead and modify, maybe readjusting clouds, see the layers, how they all work together. Okay, we can increase on this one. Okay, this is done right here. Let's disable wind. Sometimes what's happening, you have a nice lighting, but you maybe want to add extra light. So what I like to do, I like to create maybe external light source, place it somewhere behind the clouds so it will affect. Be sure you enable effect clouds at that point. Okay, and let's change color more towards maybe like this color. Okay, we can go ahead also increase, and you can see how this will affect our clouds. Now it is light up with our light, so we can place it maybe around this area, right around here, and it will add additional touch as well. If you want it, you can take another light source, place it a little bit lower, far away right here, add a little bit more effect red color to this color, and again increasing size, so you will add a little bit more reddish color like it's come from the sun. So you can use an additional light source to increase this kind of effect on the clouds. So let's click preview and view very fast what we have it. Okay, right now you can see we have a nice coloring, except I have a quite a bit big blob right here of the cloud. So let me move this cloud away. And I'm just reposition some of these clouds. Okay, we can click on preview to see. So what's nice about this, you can drag clouds to position them for the better image. Okay, as well, maybe a little bit more details I want to add to the top clouds as well. Till we're doing this, I'm going to atmosphere editor. Okay, we'll go to the clouds, take our top clouds, add a little bit details, and maybe just leave it down. Okay, so when we're done with these presettings, what we want to do, it's before render, we actually want to go to atmosphere editor, and in sky and fog we want at least set to the 0. The higher quality, the less grainy you will have it, but the problem will be it's take a longer time to render. So next we also want to go at least final render, and we'll set 800 or higher. normal, I render on higher settings, and I'm going on high resolution so I can after adjust inside the like Photoshop maybe or other applications. But again, if you do on slower machine, you want kind of slim down a little bit of those. So when you're done, you'll just start render your image. And again, first pre-pass is going quite a bit fast, and it's when it start rendering actually clouds, it may take a little bit time. Okay, so when you're done rendering, this example I rendered before, so we'll kind of reuse this one to save our time. You'll notice right here I have it my strip as well. I included, so it took me 1 hour resolution. It's not bad for this quality. Again, at this point, let's just remove it for now, so we don't need that anymore. And I'm going to modify. You can see sometimes when you render, maybe saturation is not good enough. And what I like to do, I like to, let's pop up this. We go to vibrance and just increase slightly vibrance of our image. And this is effect you can apply to enhance your image. The one thing we'll go, let's go select rectangle and actually control all, control copy, control paste, so we have it layer, or you can just drag to new layer and create new layer. Let's go to image adjustment. We'll go to the color balance, and I'm going to put a little bit more towards reddish for this one, kind of purple red right here. Next, we'll add a mask, and we'll go to select. So you can see right here, I'm kind of creating red lines. So I would want maybe be covered kind of on the middle without touching any stuff right here. Actually, what I need to do, I need to change. So we'll go white and black. Let me see. I need the inverse instead. So right here, maybe about where is a line going from this point down. Okay, we have this kind of red line going. Let me see where's to put it. Okay. So let me go ahead. Okay, and just maybe horizon. So you kind of need to see, because we have it horizontal, we kind of want to select maybe around this area and going slightly down. So we have it kind of reddish right here going one line. Okay, when we're done with this, we can just merge them together, Control E. Next, what I want to do, it's a filter. Go to sharpener and use unsharp mask. And this is just leave it a little bit more illustration look-alike because it's sharpening image. So let's put about 68 for this. Okay, next let's enhance. We can see right here God rays coming, but I want maybe enhance some from this point. So we copy paste. We'll go to the filter. We'll go to blur, radial blur. Let's set about right here where the sun located. We'll go to zoom, increase size. Okay, let's also set to the best quality. We can pop up higher. Let's click OK. So you'll notice at this point we have these nice kind of lines going. So we'll go to, can use it overlay for them if you want it. Okay, and or we can use it also lighten or soft light. Okay, in this case, lighten will work well. We can also, let's create mask layer. Take our brush. It's a little bit too high, about the size. Okay, and let's remove some of this lighting. So we can go right here. You can also kind of increase some areas. Maybe just a little bit right here, removing. So you can see we're kind of applying to some effects, so we have it. And this way you can notice we kind of increase this God rays a little bit better on the image. Okay, after one done, let's go filter, blur, and blur. And I like to add a little bit more blur to this so the edges will be smoother. Okay, again, you can control the God rays if you want it a little bit more. And as well, you can go inside and maybe modifying brightness and contrast for this layer to have it even more kind of effect right here. So it's a balancing, it's up to your creativity, what you like to do. So let's just set it around this area. I don't want to lose too many details right on this back, so we'll kind of set it maybe around this. Okay, there you go. Okay, and so right here you can see we created our image. We enhance in Photoshop to some details and add God rays. Okay, so thank you for watching this tutorial from Geekatplay Studio. Please remember visit us on the web is www.geekatplay.com.